a way to actually have an advantage in this because they know how to play it fast and standoff.
Yeah, I do agree with you, right? They do know how to play it fast. But the difference here is there's no spawn control involved anymore. It's all going to be about those engagements, those gunfights, who's more proficient at executing some of those flanking plays. And both teams are actually quite proficient at this. Holding down the sites, playing defensively is what control is all about. And both of these teams have got a superior performance when it comes to playing on that defense. But who has got the advantage here? It has to be Smart Omega, it has to be WDC Free Slot who start things off on the defensive side. So 2 rounds to their advantage unless Smart Omega can force the issue here and pull away one of those flags. And it seems to be at the very start a heated matchup between the two.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the defensive setup right now for WDC Freestat, they're kind of on board with the divide and conquer setup in here where they actually send out one player to increase the spawns and attack it. So Guitar will be sent out and a win at the back. So slowly and surely, with Freestat winning all of the gunfights in at the back, they are slowly getting that spawn trap enabled. But it's a good thing that Omega was able to defuse the situation, but it cost them some lives in here, AJ.
Yeah, it most definitely cost them some lives, right? But all equal now. But the biggest problem here is Smart Omega hasn't made a move to rip away either one of those control points just yet. That A and B flag standing up strong. WDC Free Slot, 20 lives. That's a 4 life deficit for the side of Smart Omega. And if things seem to just be so equal on the side of WDC, this is a defensive map. And later on, I have no doubt that the players of Smart Omega will be able to rip one back because they play defense extremely well as well. But once again, the advantage to WDC because they start off on the defense.
And not only that, they have to only defend for about 19 seconds in here at this round number 1 for them to be able to claim the lives. So it's a win-win situation here for them, but they got to make sure that they play consistent there. Guitar, in a meta where the KSPs and the Peacekeepers actually dominates, that shotgun continues to be one of the bane so far for every team that they have faced in this matchup so far. But now, you're starting to see Omega making their move here. It's going to be that B control point that they're going to worry about first. So if they do get this in here and they win the gunfights, they would be able to extend the time, but not when Freestat shuts them down.
Yeah, fantastic play by WDC Free Slot, saving themselves in those very final moments. And that was a big fight coming through from a now in, as long as he can hold on to the site now. But no, Smart Omega once again pauses the clock. 5 seconds to go. Guitar on for the slide, but he gets annihilated. Rage from the back. Risky taken out of the equation. 5 more seconds. The clock is paused, but it'll take a lot from Smart Omega to steal away this A flag. 5 to 3 lives. Rage still staying alive for the sake of Smart Omega. This is just big fights coming through, and Smart Omega loses just because the team of WDC Free Slot turned it into a team deathmatch. Smart Omega a little too slow on the attack, but I'm pretty much sure WDC is going to struggle on the attacking side too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, in a game mode that's basically defensive oriented, you're just guaranteed to have even more power positions as a defensive side. And Smart Omega here this time around is going to wrap around and attack that control at the tractor. So with that being said, it's going to be very useful for them to initiate the spawn trap easily. And this is the play. Risky making a lot of big plays in Arena Master Season 3 with this type of angle. Right now, his team is currently taking down players at the middle of the map, so that should spot him here right beside this Vance. And Risky now operating with the specialist spots. One more at the tanks. Almost takes him down. The second will be connecting, and there it is. Look at the spawn difference. Right now, Risky being the game changer.
Yep, spawn trap by Risky, managing to hit the 4 kills back-to-back already earlier on, and the Annihilator used to perfection, still going to town with the players of WDC Free Slot. Repositions, continues punishing them, finally taken out by Guitar, but the damage has been done. WDC Free Slot, we expected them to struggle, and struggle they do. Rage from up top on that second floor of Hotel, manages to find that kill, but a God nade out of takes him out of the equation. That A hill still not snatched away just yet. C1 can go in for the investment on that Hunter Killer drone. Guitar steps on forth as well. Finally, the move to pull away this B control point starts off for the players of WDC Free Slot, and that A control point as well. Both at the very same time, pausing that clock. So WDC has a stronger chance in comparison to what Smart Omega was doing earlier on. But this is pretty much similar. If they can pull away one of these hills though, it will show us who's slightly better at control.
Yeah, great recovery made by WDC. Remember, they respond and Chick gets that huge 2 kills. And I mean, talking about the specialist effectivity. Chick able to put it to good use. Smart Omega down to their final 5 players, and not to mention Chick also have those score streaks really earned. Same thing for Guitar and now
Bye-bye.
Rage. They will get taken down, and WDCF free slot. They take one defensive round, they take one at the attacking side. And if you're Smart Omega, this defensive side could have been yours, but you kind of let go at the mid game where they kind of have a fallout. So now 2-0 match point for free slot. Omega now tasked to come in for a comeback, but I doubt it's going to be that easy because free slot, they know what to do here as the defensive side.
Yeah, I wouldn't peg that as a mistake on the side of Smart Omega. WDC free slot just played that to perfection, and the play of that Annihilator was just way too good. And now in once again stepping up for the team, but this time around 26-27, just a 1 life deficit. It's not a problem at all for WDC free slot because they are on the defense. All they need to do is just hold off the attacking side of Smart Omega just as perfectly as they did earlier on. Rage on the other hand with the KRM popping off left, right, center will be able to a certain degree punish the players, but Guitar manages to secure the slay on him with the Hunter Killer drone. Risky on the other hand making a good lead for that B flag this time around, and the B control point is defended well by WDC free slot, clearing off those markers as we speak. A 1 life deficit for Smart Omega, and just a little bit of a marker placed onto that B control point. WDC is just running circles around them. This might just be a 2-1 before Smart Omega can do anything about it.
And right now, look at this. You know that Operator's skills are going to be deadly here. 2 invested initially in, and that should be able to separate them against Omega as they go through and run them over. Right now, Guitar got that score streak actually earned up as well. The Predator missile could be able to put into use and get more kills. And but that XS1 Goliath going to be very valuable in case things go south here. But looking at the pace of the game, with the way that the game has been traded over and over again, it's been WDC free slot, and they now have the chance to end it here at this game.
Absolutely, sir. 13-3. Smart Omega has not managed to control this match at all. WDC free slot had perfect control of spawns, and they have perfect dominance at control. 10-2. Make that 9-2, but it matters not to the Thai players because a single life is what Smart Omega is left with, and Guitar sees it to himself to fine-tune that music out there. A 2-1 defeat is what Smart Omega faces in the hands of the Thai Giants.
And you already have to recommend how well WDC free slot will be able to win control. Same thing for Hardpoint. They win this 2-1.
And WDC didn't even need to invest that XS1 Goliath in this